Coming from years of dedicated and consistent service to the growing population of the state, these guys have already attained the status of legacy transport service operators.
The focus has been shifted away from order into daily survival for many people, I see. And when it comes to transportation, a lot of people want to make money. At the same time, a lot of people want to really patronize, the bus drivers, at the same time. But it's been, I've been gone all day, but this is coming back right now. And compared to what I've experienced overseas, in the US, there's order. But here, it's a form of disorder when it comes to transportation.
Surviving all the debts associated with the unique operating environment, Lagos, meant consistently re-engineering and repositioning in response to demands of both the commuting public, their masters, that is, the Nigerian Union of Road Transport Workers, and the regulator, the serving government of the day. So that whether, for instance, during the military or civilian dispensation, they have retained the yellow and black colors as a distinguishing factor.
What we are doing basically is not to ban outrightly, where just like we did with the commercial motorcycles and Okadas, of course, that we have not banned them totally. We have only restricted them from the highways, and the truncated roads, which is what we are going to do with the downfall buses from January. The roads, and there will be heavy communications to announce, how these things will be, as we have always done. If there's anything that we do very well, is to ensure that we communicate our intentions and our plans and our programs. Restriction means that you can't ply certain roads for the first and second phases when the new buses arrive. You will go into community roads, you will still be in Ekpe, in Ikorodu, in Badagry, in the inner roads for the first 1 year. But as we increase the fleet, it means that it's a gradual phase out. Because by that time, people will have gotten used to it. People will have seen the difference, the same way that they are seeing the difference when they take the BRT from Ikorodu to Marina to TBS. And you know why this will work perfectly well, apart from the fact that it will eliminate all the inconveniences that we have always encountered. No bus conductors will be shouting, Oshodi or anywhere, because you will be able to know which buses ply which route from your smartphone, from the bus terminals that we are building, and you can see the world-class bus terminals that are springing up gradually but steadily all over Lagos. You see what we have done for Ikeja, which is now ready. You see what we are doing with the reclaimed land at Oworo. You see that work is progressing pretty well in Oshodi. By the time the buses will arrive, we will have had between 8 and 12 a dozen standard bus terminals all over Lagos that will take all these buses, that will give information, signalize information, etc.
A good day's hustle typically starts as early as 4:30 a.m., bearing in mind those who are early risers and are up till about midnight daily.
We normally wake up around 4:30 a.m. in the morning. Yeah. Then all the way from house, we carry about the same from where I'm living. Then after that, we enter the park. And normally, when we carry passenger, we used to stop at the normal bus stop. We draw the passenger, and sometimes there's no problem. All the way around, there's no problem.
Have they always gotten it right all these years? Most definitely not.
The yellow buses are more efficient because they are always available at any time. Even when you close lock at late, when it rains in Lagos, being what the tariff of Lagos is, when it rains, you find this BRT or the other, you may not see them on the road again. But the yellow ones, they're always there, up till 12 o'clock. Even as early as 4 o'clock, they're on the road. For those who want to move faster before traffic congestions.
We know that it's going to be a first class help us. But let's consider those people that is coming back late. Are they going to operate late hour? You know all these public bus, they operate till 12 o'clock. They operate till 11 o'clock. Can they operate till that moment this yellow bus are operating?
After years of running almost an autopilot scheme, some complacency has set in. A ride in some of these buses can be most uncomfortable.
They've done, in fact, very good, but most times they have something eating on their head because they increase the fare of the transport. Where they're supposed to carry 150, they might say it's 400. Yes, as at yesterday now, from Oshodi to Aige, the commercial vehicle, they are taking at the rate of 400 naira instead of 100 naira or 150. So it's going crazy and it's going haywire.
The buses have been described variously to include dangers running on wheels, the personnel not very lettered, the trade tool always requiring a coat of paint, the recklessness maneuver, and habits of changing lanes late minutes are some of the low points of these folks.
I cannot say all the drivers are tout because we have responsible drivers, especially in our park here. You understand? So if they are tout, I will not say there's no tout, but not all of us are tout. We have good, responsible drivers doing this business. We have graduates.
Really?
Of course, we have graduates doing this work. A lot of them, they have graduates doing this business. It's a very lucrative business. The government should take all of us along. They should not say because they have got buses now that they have to go away with these buses. No.
Indeed, if the state is to mirror itself against performing cities across the West African region or the continent, then a new thinking has to evolve.